And when I see a video and she's like, how to grow your glutes. Like that absolutely, I was on a yacht, I was in Miami, being in a surplus, training close to failure. That thing back there today, don't tell me that, don't. Welcome back to my channel, Stinks. So today's video, if you haven't already read the title, which I would have hoped that you would have, and if you didn't, you just clicked because you like me, come here and give me a kiss. Mwah. Anyway, we are talking about how to grow fat ass, okay? Because I know you might be thinking, hey, like you're black, you know? You probably already had that butt, and I want you to know that I wasn't blessed in my family. God did not want to give me those genetics, unfortunately. And you know, growing up with a dad who had a fat ass, because that man had a dumpy, really just ate away at me, you know? It just really ate away at me when I put on a pair of jeans. You know, my backside was black. And it wasn't that bad when I was in Hawaii or when I was at my high school because there was mostly predominantly white people, also don't have fat. But it was an issue when I went to my college and my university, and I'm surrounded by all these beautiful black women with fat. I'm like, what the happened to mine? Here we are today, we're gonna talk about it. Now, I do wanna preface this by saying, again, listen, I get it, because I'm guilty of this. I see, and I'm sorry that I do this to black women. I'm sorry, don't be mad at me, all right? Don't be mad at me, but I do. I'll be scrolling through TikTok, and I'd see a woman with a fat ass. I scroll through her page, and she's always had a fat ass. Her transformation picture, she's always had a fat ass. And when I see a video and she's like, how to grow your glutes. This is how I grow my glutes. This is the perfect program to grow your glutes. Babe, I don't trust you. I've always had one, or you have great genetics for one. Not all of us out there have that, okay? I'm here to bridge that gap. I'm gonna really teach you, and we're gonna get intimate, we're gonna get a little weird, I'm gonna take it in front of your muscles properly, and we're gonna go from there, all right? So who's ready? Raise your hand. Up in the sky? Like you don't care? No? All right. Now also, hold up, pause, before we go any further. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, just go ahead and like the video because you're gonna enjoy it. I know that, all right? I know that. So just like the video, and if you're not subscribing, you don't have a reason not to. So just go ahead and join the cult, all right? We're cool over here. We eat rice cakes, and we call each other Stinky. And also, I'm the toe fondler. So if you haven't already seen my fitness journey video, it's my very first video I posted a couple of months ago. Kind of talk about my journey with all of this, and you get to see my transformation a little bit. I did an awful job explaining stuff because my thoughts were all over the place, and it was my first video, so don't judge me. But I do go into detail about how I went through everything. Long story short, I didn't realize I've always had wider hips. You know, I got birthing hips. My body is meant to create babies, all right? It was something I was born with. I'm sorry.
You must put those birthing hips to good use at once, lest your womb shrivel up and die.
My butt to thigh ratio, it's long, okay? So which is why it makes it even more obvious when it's flat. But when I would turn to the side, it was giving door frame. I look like no buns Bobby.
See, that guy over there?
You mean sexy ass?
Before I met him,
Yeah.
he was no buns Bobby.
And I'm not even gonna lie, like I genuinely thought, I gave myself 4 years in college. I was like, if I can't grow my glutes in 4 years, like I'm getting a BBL. Okay, and obviously like I was saying that prematurely, not understanding the dangers, negative effects of having a BBL. Definitely thought about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a consultation, I'm gonna start saving my money up because I'm not dealing with this, all right? It was like one of my biggest insecurities at the time. Fast forward to me being on my 21st birthday, okay? This was the leanest I had ever been, all right? I was cut the up. I felt like a hot girl. I was in Miami, I was doing hot girl shit. Okay, and we were on this yacht and this random man was taking pictures of the boat, like he did this weird rap video. I don't ever want to think about it again because I cannot believe that I was like a video vixen like at 21. Like I had no clue what was going on. Anyway, he posted a couple of photos and one of those photos was me from the back, okay, just like in the corner. And my butt looked so flat. I had all of my friends reported. I reported it several times to get that photo taken down because I didn't know I was too skinny, at least for me, for my preference. I didn't know I was too skinny until I saw that picture. And so fast forward a couple of months, all right? I want to bulk, I want to do this, I want to grow a butt. Like I feel like I've been working out for so long and I'm still not seeing the results that I want to see. And I'm going to tell you why you're probably not seeing the results you want to see. Now there is a difference between working out and training. I have been working out for 6 years, I have been training for 2. Now you're like, what does that mean? Right, well working out is like when you're in this like weird beginner stage where like you don't really think you're a beginner, but you are a beginner and you're not really seeing results because you don't know how to train properly. And that's where I was at for so long. As soon as I changed my perspective on it, that is when my training completely changed in the gym. And I'm gonna tell you how to do that. All right, so be patient with me. Okay, so it was 2022. I had just finished having COVID, like drinking my guts out from New Year's, and I was just like, okay, like I'm ready to make this change. And I was on TikTok just like everybody else, and that is when I started hearing about creatine, being in a surplus, training close to failure. Now, of course, you're like, oh, I hear this all the time. Listen, I'm telling you right now, and these are from my words, from someone that didn't have a butt. That is the equation. All right, that's the equation. It literally tremendously grew my cheeks. I was so happy. Like, people would be like, that thing is back there today. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I'll act a fool. All right, and I don't need to be acting a fool. All right, my head is already in my sometimes. We are first gonna talk about nutrition. Nutrition is so important. So when you're waking up in the morning, you're like, I'm gonna be one of the gym girlies, okay? I want a fat ass, I want abs, I want all that stuff. And you go to the gym on an empty stomach, please don't get slapped. Please don't get slapped. Because you're telling me, and you're telling the universe, and you're telling your little tiny cheeks that you don't want a butt.
How to make your butt smaller.
All right, you have to feed the muscle. You have to fuel the muscle. You need to give it a reason to grow. If you don't have the energy in the gym to push the weight that you need to push, if you are not providing the food that is gonna help nourish and recover your muscle, that is not gonna grow, okay? I hate to say it, all right? You're thinking you're doing great and you're like, damn, I'm losing my butt. Yeah, cause you're not eating, duh. Come on, and listen, I'm not trying to yell at you, all right? So let me calm down. I'm not trying to yell at you. But we've all been there, all right? And I know most of you are there now, okay? Most of you are there now. So don't be afraid of food. When I started increasing my calories, right, my true maintenance at the time was 2,700 calories. And I was like, man, like that's a lot. Like I have never eaten 2,700 calories in my life. So my body initially responded to those calories as a bulk, which was what? It was amazing for my glutes. Like my glutes were just like, yes, 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 feed me, feed me. And I was like, oh, here, take it. And my self-confidence and my gorilla belly fat at the time. So it wasn't the best of times, but I'm telling you, man, I'm so grateful for that because my training got better. Like everything, every aspect of my workouts, my intensity, like my recovery, everything got better when I started feeding my muscle. If you want that to grow, one, don't expect not to grow a little bit of belly fat. Sorry, don't be mad at me. Okay, but it comes with the territory. But the beautiful thing about increasing those calories and you're able to grow those glutes, not only are you gonna put a whole bunch of meat on here, but you're also gonna put a little bit of meat on your stomach, but your proportions are going to make it look like your ass is still just tremendously fat. A really, really good example of this is Fit with M. I love her page. She talks a lot about glute shapes and glute guides and all that other stuff. She's real about it, man. Like she grew a fat ass, okay? Like that is ridiculous. And every time I see her post it, it makes me want to go into a bulk again, but mentally I can't do that because it was a lot for me. But she talks about like how she also grew like belly fat, like that just comes with it and you have to be okay with that. And I want you to be real with yourself. Are you cool with that? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You're like, okay, well like, how do I know how many calories to eat? Listen, shut up.
Shut up, get on your knees.
Okay, go to the internet, type in macro calculator, put in, hey, I want to gain weight. It's gonna give you a very good estimate of exactly how much you need to eat. And you're gonna look at it, you're gonna be like, that's a lot. And that's probably because you're not eating enough now. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
Sorry, all right, now listen, I pardon the interruption, but I do wanna try on some new clothes for you guys. I'm trying something new, and also I wanna introduce this week's sponsor, okay? Give a shout out to Halara. Whoop, 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 whoop. Cheer. Don't make it weird, man, just cheer, okay? Just cheer with me, all right? Just cheer, thanks. Even though this video is sponsored by Halara, I am giving you my true and honest review. This is my first time putting the clothes on, so we're really gonna see if it makes my butt shake, all right? If it does a little bit of magic. So when they reached out to me, I was so excited because I was like, oh my God, like I'm a gym girly, okay? So trying on new gym clothes is my thing, all right? And being judgmental about it is also my thing. And I really wanted to try out their Cloudful 3.0 leggings because I just wanted to see if it's gonna make my butt feel like a clown and look like a clown, you know, nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna try those leggings on. We're gonna test them out. We're gonna be super judgy about it. Also, because I am teaming up with them, I am gonna have a discount code for 15% off the entire site. So if you are interested in any of those items, I'm gonna link all of them in my description down below. Okay, so we are trying the Cloudful 3.0 leggings first. All right, I know you guys wanna see me naked, but I don't want this video to get demonetized. So first off, these are some of the softest leggings I have ever felt. I feel like, and I don't want to make things weird, I would get intimate with my own legs if I was a stranger. You know, I would want them to touch it. Or I wouldn't be ashamed for someone to go across my nice smooth legs. I feel like a fresh shaven baby. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's look at the butt. Is it giving butt? Is it giving booty? You guys would be honest with me, right? There's also like these pockets here. You know, I'm not much of a pocket person, but like, I don't know if I wanted to like put my little card here, or like if I had a boo and he was like, oh yeah, come here, like let me do like that thing from To All the Boys I Loved where like Peter Kravinski used to put his hand in the pocket. That's this. And I love it. I'm here for it. Oh, and bro, these leggings are only 30 bucks. If you are looking for a more affordable price, look no further, because I might have found you something quite nice. You're welcome. You can say thank you later in the comments, and then like put like the eye emoji and a kissy face so that I can know that you're grateful. Thanks, Sculpt. So the black is giving, okay? And you guys know I'm a little weird when it comes to things that are black, because it's slimming. Like, look at my waist. Like, what waist, babe? What waist? And don't comment if you see a waist, okay? Because we're Delulu on this channel. So these are the pet hair resistance leggings, and oh my god, these are nice. They also come with like pockets. Yeah, no, these are really cute. I like these ones a lot. The fabric is super durable and it's breathable, and like, I don't know, can you guys, we'll do a little squat test. Hold on, give me a second. We'll do a little squat test. You guys see my butt? I guess I'll find out when I edit this. And then the waistband here is like very nice and like forming. I really like this one a lot. Okay, so these are the SpeedWave high-waisted quick dry leggings. All right, I'm a sweater. You guys already know because of that certain supplement that I take. Well, I don't know, what do you guys think? Obviously, like, you can tell that I'm like in the fall season because of the color wave that I've chosen. Don't say anything. Okay, let me live my fall dream out. Okay, and two, also, what I've noticed is like the most different with this one is that there's like this drawstring in here. So I guess make it tighter on your waist. But honestly, it's pretty tight on the waist. I'm not mad at that at all. These leggings are designed with quick dry technology to offer high support and an optimal fit for those high intensity exercises. This is the last pair that I'm trying out. Yeah, the color, she's giving. Okay, and honestly, sometimes I get a little weird about wearing brown because I'm brown, but I feel like this doesn't look like I'm naked. It's like the perfect little, like a shade darker, we'd have an issue. Shade lighter, I guess we wouldn't have an issue, but I don't know if I'd wear it to the gym. These are the SoCinched leggings. The fabric feels super breathable. Honestly, I think this is probably a really good gym legging, but they actually have a whole bunch of colors and there's a lot of variability in the sizing. So it could be gym or it could be everyday, which I do like about that. And let's not forget to mention, they're camel toe friendly, okay? Also, one of the other things I like about that is I do want to find more affordable options for you guys, because I know gym clothes can be super expensive sometimes. And so finding a balance between quality and price and functionality is difficult, but I don't know, I would say these are a pretty good start. You guys let me know which ones you like the best, okay? You saw how they fit on me. Which one were you banging with? All right, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Also, I do just want to give another huge thank you to Halara for sponsoring this week's video. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and allowing us to kind of keep doing what we're doing, which is making magic. Oh, and don't forget to use my discount code. If not, I'm gonna give you a weird kiss on the mouth, okay? But not your mouth, your mom's mouth, and no one's gonna like that. So. Okay, so the second thing we are talking about is training intensity, okay? A lot of you are working out, a lot of you are not training. There is a difference in effort, and a lot of people aren't giving their workouts effort. Getting a sweat in, fine. I can do that laying in my hot ass bed. Okay, but actually training your body and pushing your body to this point where it is forced to change. That's why I'm a huge big proponent of one, doing programs, and in those programs progressively overloading. Now, if you don't know what any of that means, don't worry. I'm gonna break it down in a super simple way. So progressive overload is just gradually increasing the difficulty or the intensity of your workouts over time. You're like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Listen, that means there are tons of different ways to progressive overload, okay? You can progressively overload with weight, okay? So that means every week you try to go up in weight, you can do that. You can progressive overload by increasing your reps. Like, hey, like last week I did 10 reps at this weight, next week I'm gonna try to do 12 reps at that week. You can do tempo. If you're someone that isn't comfortable moving up in weight, slow that time down, time under tension. Listen, instead of going up and down, go down 3 seconds, explode up, go down 3 seconds, squeeze at the top, squeeze at the bottom. I don't care. There's a whole bunch of different ways to do it. And the goal of progressive overload is just that you are progressing, because if you are not progressing, then what the f are you doing? You're literally wasting your time and burning calories. And yeah, burning calories is cool, right? But if we're trying to go dumpy, like, we want to create change, okay? We want to create change. I am someone that, like, I thought that I was working out hard. I thought that I was getting my heart rate up and I was getting a good sweat in, and that was me working out hard. Babe, let me give you a quick news flash. It wasn't. That's why I saw no results for 4 years, or at least I didn't see the results that I wanted to see for 4 years. When I tell people I've been training for 6 years, they're like, what? Like, I feel like you should be a little bit further. I agree. Listen. I also agree. I'm on the same page as you, but I wasn't training. I was just working out, which again, as we talked about, those are two different things. How do I know like when I need to fail? Like, how do I do that? Okay, something that I like to do, and I always talk to my clients about this as well. So anytime I'm training, let's say I'm doing a squat, you know, oh God, I did legs yesterday. my base a bit tight. Anytime I'm training any workout or exercise, I always ask myself in the middle of the set, I'm like, hey, can I do more? And I ask myself that, and it's like the fact that I'm even able to ask myself that tells me I'm like not going hard enough. And so understanding that, I'm like, okay, well, I know the next set, I need to up it, or I need to slow down the tempo, or I need to go up in rep. Because you end up wasting sets because you're not going hard enough, and that means you're not making the progress that you want to make. So ask yourself that question. It's easy. I love it. Now listen, if you don't know how to properly program, if you don't know how to progressively overload effectively, it's okay to get help. It might save you 4 years, like it probably would have saved me 4 years if I had known that at the time. I have a glute building program down in my description, and also if you need more help when it comes to nutrition macros, I also do online coaching, which is also in my description. So if you want to work with me and get weird, let me know. Ooh. But yeah, it's okay to get help. Listen, you're not gonna know it all, you are a novice, and that is perfectly okay. And the final thing that I genuinely felt like has truly changed my progress, just like the timeline, all right? I grew glutes in like 6 months, okay? Sorry, don't be mad at me. God's favorite, clearly. I started taking creatine. See this? Yeah, go ahead and take it in. Take it in. This is my #1 supplement. I talk about it all the time because I do genuinely feel like it helped me make leaps in my fitness journey. I would not recommend it if I did not think it was amazing. Now I know all of you are like, oh my God, like it makes your hair fall out. Oh my God, like it causes acne. Oh my God, like it causes bloating and it kidney dysfunction. Shut the f up. Because it's clear that you didn't do any of your own research and that you were only listening to ignorant people on the internet who don't know what the f they're talking about. So just go ahead and do your research because a lot of that isn't true. And I'm not gonna break it down in this video. If you guys want me a video that literally is me talking all about creatine, let me know in the comments, I might do it. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world today, okay? Most researched supplement in the world. I wouldn't take it if I wasn't comfortable. I did go to school. I got my bachelor's in kinesiology, and then I had a certification from the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Okay, so I feel real confident, and I want my recommendation to you. Now, the beautiful thing about creatine is that it helps increase your performance in the gym. So what does that mean, right? And I've talked about this before, but I'm gonna give you a quick lesson again. If you are able to work out and train harder, which is great, you're able to do 1 more rep, you're able to lift heavier, you're able to train more intensely, you're gonna tear more muscle fibers, okay? It's a domino effect. That means you're building muscle quicker, okay? So if you're able to build muscle quicker, I don't wanna say it, but listen, you don't have to listen to me, all right? But I'm telling you that I've done the trials and tribulations of this entire glute growth journey for the past 6 years, and I'm telling you right now, this motherfucker here, she's valid, okay? She's valid, and I will die on that mother hill. All right, now if you're gonna start taking creatine, 1, it's something that you have to take every single day, even on the days when you're not training. When you're on a Sunday and you're at church, you better have that drink. The serving size for this is going to be between 2 and 10 grams. Now, initially the scoop size, especially if you get the Create 8, which is from EHP Labs, and if you do get this one, please use my code TNA. Now, the scooper is typically going to be like a 5-gram scooper. So most people just take 5 grams starting off, which I think is a great amount. I started off with 5 grams. Body responded really, really great to it. But I also want to kind of, and I don't want to confuse you, okay, but I do want to preface this, right? Everybody's body is different. Some people aren't going to need as large of that dosage. Some people are going to need more, okay? For instance, I started off with 5 grams. 5 grams is great. I did that for over a year. Then I started to realize that I wasn't really seeing the results that I wanted to see anymore with it. I wasn't really feeling the differences. And so I upped it to 7 grams, and 7 grams is where I'm currently at. I have more muscle on my body. I weigh a little bit more now, so it makes sense that I'm going to need a higher dosage because there's a whole bunch of variables that play into that. But don't get stressed. Start off with 5, see how your body responds to it. Long story short, I don't want you to be discouraged by the supplement. I don't want you to be scared of it. And I don't want you to listen to people that are giving you ignorant ass advice who haven't done their own research, okay? It's called Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar is great. You type that in, you can literally debunk every single myth that's out there, all right? All in all, those 3 things really, really helped with my glute growth. And as someone that have gone through the trials and tribulations of having tiny glutes and feeling really insecure and feeling like they're working hard enough and feeling like they're training it properly and you know, just hasn't, like, I'm letting you know right now, babe, I'm giving you complete fucking gold. So you're welcome, you're welcome. A quick recap of the 3 things that help grow my glutes. Number 1, nutrition, upping those calories, being in a slight caloric surplus or being in a full surplus. Don't dirty bulk. I promise you, you're not gonna like your body, okay? Just try to do it as lean as possible, as clean as possible, and you're gonna get amazing results. 2, training intensity, progressively overloading, properly training in general. Effort matters. You are not gonna see any changes in your glutes if you are not giving your workouts effort, if you are not challenging yourself, if you're not pushing close to failure. Your body's not gonna wanna change if you're not doing that, okay? You need to give it a reason to change. And 3, creatine. Sorry, I know, you're like, subs, I don't wanna have to take subs. Listen, do the first 2, see where it takes you. If you wanna up that bitch, take that motherfucker. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna take you guys with me in the gym and I'm gonna give you a perfect glute workout.
A few moments later.
Hey moro, pues que está mi queridona, ¿qué pasa con el guarito? Le hizo pues, dígame.
Que pierdes se enamora y tú siempre ganas. Sé que tienes mañas, de lunes a viernes eres mera sana. Y sé lo que es el fin de semana, si le dan la moje, baby no sé. Traigo una amiguita porque seamos tres. Trajo una moñita pa' quitar el estrés. Ese cae lo quito en tres. Si le dan la moje, baby no sé. Traigo una amiguita porque seamos tres. Trajo una moñita pa' quitar el estrés, yeah. Ese culito me tiene loco, ya pide que me la cene. Que no quiere ver Netflix, quiere que hagamos una peli, que en mi celu tengamos el slick.
Qué locura sexy, baby won't you text me?